Hello everyone, welcome back. There was such a big response to my fabric bowl that I had made that I thought I would come on. Sorry about my fingers, I've just been crafting like crazy. But I would come on and show you how I assembled it. Sorry, just had to close my door. Poor brat, he's in the basement and meowing. So I have a bowl with Mod Podge in it. I have a foam brush. You can use a paintbrush if you want. You can use, I don't know what else a person would use. But if you have an easier way to apply it, then you go right ahead. Sponge of some sort, you can do that. Some scrap fabric. I have some eyelash trim just for some extra whatever if you want to put it. And so it's a very simple process. And the first one I made, I let it sit for about 4 hours, and then I was able to take this out. And the reason that I used this is because it's very pliable, like it's bendable, it's squishy, and I can take things off of it. And then I just started adding fabric. These are strips, but I'm just going to use it to go around, and I'll just leave a little overhang and just do that. And then I added some to the top. And what's nice is that when you're finished and you take out the carton, you have this wonderful bowl, you know, that you can put onto your desk, and you can add little bits of goodness. So I'll do the sides first, and then we do the bottom. You can do it if you want to do bottom first and then do the sides. I just find this is a little easier for me, and then I can sit it up. And then because there's little grooves, I just put the fabric in the groove and glue it down. And so then just come over, and I'm just using the full strips, like I said. I'm not going to. And then when it comes time for the next part of it, then you can just add your pieces. I usually do about 3, I think I did 3 turns of different fabrics, but these are the longer ones, the longest ones I should say, that I'm doing on the first part. And then you can come in with smaller bits. And I leave the strings if there's a few of them. I don't mind the strings. If there's a ton of them, of course, I will remove some of them, but I like that look, so I just usually leave them. And it gets very messy, so if you don't like getting too messy, then just wear gloves to apply your fabric, and then you won't have the stickiness on your hands. And no, I don't have any room on my desk for things like this, but I just wanted to try it, and I did, and I liked it. So, and thank you so much for all of the wonderful comments that I've received since posting this. I mean, what a fun project. If you have lots of scrap fabrics, I mean, and why not top it off with lace? Your pretty laces, like how nice would that be? Sorry if I'm off camera. And it doesn't take very long. The longest part, of course, is the drying time. It takes quite a few hours to dry. And then because I have this little area here, I'm just going to add a little piece there. But I'm not doing the fabric like inside out. You can do that, and then you can see what's what the fabric is properly on the inside, but I like to see the fabric normal on the outside. So that's why I do that. And then that's just right around the corner. So then I'll just get this side attached. And then Mod Podge stiffens up, so you won't have it sagging anywhere. Once it's dry, it will be nice and firm, which is so good. So there we go. Yeah, all the threads. And very sticky, but... And if you have some of the carton sticking out at the top like that, I'll fix that. I'll just add an extra piece of fabric there, and then that'll cover that up. Or you can just leave it and it can just be out, because it's going to be gone anyway once it's dry. So I hope you're all doing good, having a wonderful weekend. I just finished doing our arm's length art and posting all my stuff, and so that was a lot of fun, but I knew that I needed to stop for the day and just do a few other things, and so that's why I'm here. Get this shown. It's something I wanted to do all week, well, since I posted the one I made, so it's nice to be able to show you the process and what I did. So there we go. So that we have the first layer done. So this is where you can come in with your bits. You can just take pieces, like I just snip off different little bits and then start sticking them on as the next layer. And you can use any fabric you want. I just have these ones sitting here, so I'm using them. Right. And then you can start going around the bottom if you want. Just bring that around. And then I just start filling in the holes. Just add that. And what's nice is on the inside you can see where you're needing fabric as well. Obviously the bottom, right? But because it's so light there, that's why I usually add 2 layers. I'm pretty sure it was 2 layers that I had added to the first one. So, I mean, you can add as many as you want. Keep that for something. But this is where the mess like the sticky fingers come in, because you're having to hold it. I hold it anyway, just so I can, otherwise it's moving all over the place on me. But I'll come back and show when it's dry, because it needs the drying time, but I will come back and show you. We'll take it apart and together, and then you can see that as well. Oops. There we go. I'm not being too particular where the fabric's going. I'm just putting it down. I don't want to think too much about it. It's all going to be beauty when we're done. There we go. So it all comes together. And now this little part here, because it's a groove in the carton, I usually just sit the fabric into the groove, and then add my Mod Podge to it. And hope it doesn't stick to my fingers, and just dab it with my sponge. But once it's out of here, out of the carton, you don't even notice that there's a little groove there because you can push it out. So we'll just do the bottom just to show you the completed look. This one has a little hard spot in there, but that's okay. I'm going to just set it down. I'm going to cover it. Make it a little shorter. I think it doesn't have to come around the sides because I'm going to be adding another layer to it before we're done. In the groove. There we go. It's messy, but that's all right. Good thing we're washable. If you see something come up, just wipe it down with the Mod Podge. It doesn't take too much. And I just need a piece there. I don't want to use the eyelash trim yet. Too soon for that. So I'm just going to bring that one around because there's a little space there as well. All right. Another little spot. I usually put it up the other way and look inside, and then I can see where the spaces are, and then I can just come around and add more fabric. But that's fun. here. Just like, looks like a little bit of patchwork. And the Mod Podge dries clear, so it won't be cloudy when it's all dry. All right, so there we go. Oh, a little spot. Just right on the corner. The corners can be tricky, but nice thing about the fabric is that it conforms to the shape, which is really good. And if you have a little gather like that, that's okay. That just adds character to what you're doing. And one little corner over here. Let's just grab that. I'll just keep a hold of it since it's in my hand. Oops, too much. And if you have a stand for it, you know, pop it onto a stand. I have an empty jar that I sit it on to dry. Oh, there we go. It's better. It was kind of sticking up. And then just one little spot left over there. Yep. Sorry. I see where it is, but then I don't. There. So I have to let it dry completely, and then when we come back, I will take it apart, and I won't do that without you. All right, so that's what it looks like so far. Looks pretty good, and it's gonna dry nice and hard. Oh wait, let's put on some of this stuff. Eyelash trim. I just cut little bits. You can put it all around if you want. You can put it in a little bit of a cluster. You know, you decide how you want it to look. If you have extra threads, use some extra threads. I'm just going to cut this one into a little piece. I just want to show you, but it's sticking to me. So all I did was add just a little bit, take a little bit of the Mod Podge and then put it on. There we go. And then it sticks really good. Right? It just kind of sticks there. And then this one, I'm just gonna add it together. I know I took them apart. I was gonna put it in a different spot, but you know, changed my mind. It happens. So there we go. And the Mod Podge holds it there very well. So yeah, it's just like that. It's however you want to make it. All right. So when I come back, it'll be completely dry, and then we will remove it. Okay? See you shortly. Okay, I just came back for a second, just to show you that I've put extra layers on, all with the little bits. And so I just kept my hand inside and then just put little pieces all over to cover the spaces. So you can be the judge of what you're creating, right? And thanks, love. And add in extra bits where you see it lighter, you like it darker, then just do that. All right, so we'll come back when it's dry, and then we'll take it apart. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, but I needed to give it some drying time. It's actually the next day. because by the time it was dry enough, it was just too late. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to peel it away from the container. Sorry about the noise. We got lots of people out today. It's a decent day. So it should just, it does of course get stuck on the corners, but that's okay. And I noticed there was one section on the bottom that I didn't have enough fabric, but that's okay because I can come back and fix that by just adding a piece on the bottom. At least this way it has the shape of it. And see, it comes out, and I'm gonna use it again. I think my first one I threw out, and I shouldn't have, so I'm not gonna throw this one out because it can get reused. And so there's our container. There's no Mod Podge on it whatsoever. And then you're left with this fun little bowl. I call it a bowl. I don't know what you'd call it. But you can finish the edges if you want with bits of lace or just something to go around to make it look pretty. You know, you can just glue it all the way around if you wanted to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that at this point anyway. But yeah, so this is the other one. I just have it sitting here, and it's some die cuts and some stuff that we've been making, and I just have it sitting in here so that I can grab it. But this was the first one that I had shown. So yeah, it's cute and it's fun. And when you first take it off of the milk carton, you can smell the Mod Podge, but that goes away. And so there is the inside, and there's the outside, and it's just such a fun little thing. I don't know if you can use normal milk cartons, just because of I know it has a waxy finish on it, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to give it a try, but I just something fun. So now I have two. So I'll have to figure out what to put in this one. And yeah, this one I just kind of left it rough and left the little fraying edges there because it looks cute. I like it. All right, so there we go. I hope you give it a try, and if you do, please post what you make on Facebook, or tag me, Instagram, Facebook, whichever one, because I would really love to see what you can come up with. And I'm hoping, Kim, I hope you do give this a shot, and I'd really like to see what you make. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.